Sitting lonely in my room again, trying to find the words to say, but nothing comes out.
Hello, crafty friends. I am so excited to be guest designing for Clear Scraps. And I am guest designing for the next 3 months, and you'll see one project per month from me. And this is what I received for this month. This is their vintage top wood phone stand. Okay, so I'm super excited to be using this. Isn't this pretty? But I'm going to be using the Simple Stories 6x8 paper pad. I'm really hoping I should be able to use this because this is a slightly under 8 inches and the width is, let's see, the width is 4 inches, and then it comes with a little stand behind it, okay, to hold, keep it to stand up, right? Now, they also sent me these super cute stencils, and I think I'm going to try the Flamingo. I think, yeah, either one would be fine, but I think I might do the smaller one. And this is the, I think it says CSSM Flamingo 6. Okay, and this is a 6x6 stencil, and then they also sent me this one too. I was thinking maybe I might do some of the starfish as well if I have enough room on here. This is also called the Ocean, looks like Ocean Friends, and this is the 6x6 as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. I will have all the links down below for you for these. And I believe you can get the Simple Stories paper from anywhere. Any scrapbook store, like scrapbook.com or something of that sort. But anyway, let me go ahead and pull this out for you to kind of show you how this works. It's super easy, right? So what you're going to do is push this through here, and then there is your stand. How easy is that? So I can't wait because usually my phone is stuck in my cart over here, and now I can have it on my desk. So I'm super excited about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side real quick, this little piece right here, and I'm going to pick out a piece of paper in here. Sorry, I did use some of this. Let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking about just using like a blue piece. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll use this one. The one with these little hibiscus flowers on the back, but I'm going to use the front part. So I'm just going to take my pencil, right? And when I am using these, what I like to do, I'm going to try to focus on this side. So this is less cutting for me. I'm just going to line it up here. I'm going to push it up just a smidge. And I'm going to take my pencil. And I like to use these mechanical pencils because they obviously have the little skinnier thing here. I'm also going to mark that. And then I'm going to come around here and mark this. So let's hope that I can get this all the way around. It looks like it. Yay! Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. And then I'm going to do one for the back piece as well. Let me see here. Let's do, this pineapple one is a lot of fun. Also, I kind of like the leaves on there. I think I'll do the pineapples, kind of like that. So again, I'm just going to trace this one more time. Go ahead and put that there. And since this is rounded and I am not that great at doing rounded stuff, what I am going to do is rough up my edges, and that will make it easier for me, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose what I want for the back piece or my base piece, and I think I'm just going to use some of my little scraps here. Nope, that one is too small. Okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Let's see, should we do the map? No. We could do the boardwalk. Could do this one. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one right here. I really like this one. It also has a map of Florida on here. So actually I'm going to kind of scoot this up because I do want, here, let's scoot it over this way. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to use up as much as I possibly can of this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. Okay. Now, I suggest going inside. Oops, did I miss a little spot? No, I did not. Okay. I thought I did for a second. Sometimes it's best to go inside the lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this portion on a process video. So y'all can just listen to some music and watch me cut this out, and then I'll come right back. Okay, hopefully I got most of the red paint off this paintbrush. It looks like it's drying clear, so that's good. I am going to go ahead and paint this white on the sides and a little bit around this area. Now, you don't have to do that. You can keep it the wood color. I mean, this really does kind of go with the beachy theme, but I want to go ahead and use a little bit of white, and I'm going to use the Apple Barrel Matte White. Okay, so, and I love using scrap paper instead of getting stuff dirty, okay? I'm a little bit weird like that, but anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and just apply this and then let it dry. I'm just going to do this really lightly right here, nothing too crazy. I would just want to go heavier on the edges where it's dark. I might have to do 2 layers. We shall see. But on this part, I'm not that worried about it. I do kind of like that whitewash look anyway. So this is just for the areas where the paper may not cover it as well in case. And especially right here, if I accidentally overcut that area, I haven't done it yet, but if I do, you know, it's taken care of and I don't have to worry about it because the white will just come right through, and I'm good with that. You can use whatever color you want. I usually just go with the basics most of the time, except for my actual stenciling. Then I will probably use different colors for that. I might do a white base first, depending on what I'm trying to achieve here. And I just might do that with this. I might actually, you know, stencil it with paint first using either this or in like a dabbing type motion, kind of like this, and then go back over it with my inks. And I have like a whole bunch of different ones. So just go ahead and keep on doing this. And I will do the rest on a process video here, because I know you don't want to spend 20 minutes watching me paint this. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so while my wooden pieces are drying, in fact, they're almost dry because I did let them sit for a few minutes, I want to go ahead and use my X-Acto knife and cut out my center piece right here. And I'm just trying to go on the outside line, and I always use pencil anyway, so in case I miss something, then I can just erase it. I'm just going to cut through this and do the same thing on the other side. See if I did that right. Oh, I did a good job. I'm surprised. Okay, so then I'm just going to come in here and just erase any of the extra pencil marks, right? And if I can, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, yeah, I think I can rough this up. Just slightly. I have to be really careful because I don't want to like tear the paper. Although I'm going to use Mod Podge anyway. So if I did really royally mess this up, I can just Mod Podge it into place. But hopefully that won't be the case. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that one to the side and continue on with this one. And again, I'm just going to make sure to keep my fingers out of the way. Oops, I went a little far with that one, but that's okay. Just going to try to fix that. Gently pull it out. Sorry, now I can put this up. Okay, and then again, I can go ahead and rough up my little edge right here. Now, before you glue this on here, okay, you might want to go ahead and do your stenciling, because if you mess it up, it'll be very easy to, you know, try it again, okay? That's just a suggestion, because I've messed stuff up. So we shall see and pray that this works good. So you do want to do this with a very dry brush, and I did rinse this off. So I'm just going to press it a little bit here and dry it a little extra here. I'm going to grab my stencil and, okay, do we want to use the big stencil or the little stencil? I think I'm going to do the little one. Okay, and I'm also going to tape it down just ever so lightly. Put it into place. Sorry, I want to make sure I got this lined up right. Okay. And I'm going to use some like cheap washi tape. That's one thing I like to do, just to hold it in place. Let's see, I'm going to move that right back there. Okay. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to add a little paint, and I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Okay, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. And the reason why I am using the white on the bottom is because I want to add pink on the top, and I just don't think that that pink will show up very well unless I do it super dark. And I'm trying to do a ombre effect for this flamingo. So hopefully by doing the white, I shouldn't have any issues. I'm just kind of doing like a, I'm going to call it a spackle effect, right? Just tap, tap, tap. I don't want to get this paper very wet. Whoa, oops. And that's what happens when I use cheap washi tape. It didn't even stick. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me try that one more time. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, we're going to tap, tap, tap. And again, just remember, I'm not trying to get it, you know, super wet or anything. Just enough to have the white show through, right? Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, but what I'm going to do first, before I do that, I am going to remove this, and I'm just going to have to put it back into place. I do not want the paint drying on my stencil, so I'm going to go ahead and wash that off right away, okay? And I'll be right back. And I'm also going to go ahead and wash my paintbrush off as well, again, because I'm going to be using Mod Podge, and that's clear, and I don't want to mix that together. Okay, so I went ahead and washed off my stencil, cleaned my brush, and now I want to come back and I'm going to go ahead and use my Mod Podge to add my paper to the back piece. I'm still letting this dry a little bit. Okay, so I want to go ahead and I can just go ahead and start working on the other pieces first, right? So I'm just going to do a thin layer of Mod Podge, and I'm going to work pretty quickly, so I'm going to turn it to the side. Just this is a little more comfortable for me. And that way I can make sure this whole thing is in the picture. Okay, one one point I wanted to make sure that you do not get a whole bunch of paint inside here. As you can see, I did like a real thin layer of that. So you just want to make sure that that's what you do. I'm going to go ahead and do a very thin coat on the side here of this. Okay, so that it will dry quickly. Oops. Take a look at that. Okay. And then I'm going to actually push a little bit of the excess over on the front. Might just wipe it down with my hands. I think I got a little too much. Okay. Now let me work very quickly here. Okay, hopefully I got it all. One more thin layer here to make sure I'm doing this right. Oops. I'm not even listening to my own advice. Let me wipe this off and use a brush to gently get that out of there. There we go. Okay, and then I can go ahead and position this on here. And you can take your bone folder or your hand or whatever you have. I have a little piece right here, and I'm just going to rub it in there. Make sure it turns out flat. Any of the excess, I can go ahead and remove that with my fingers. If I see any lifting, I will go ahead and add a little more Mod Podge. There we go. Looks good, guys. Okay. And then I can go ahead and add it to my other piece here. Let me move this out of the way. As you can see, it was sticking because of that Mod Podge. Sorry. And so I can go ahead and do this as well. Again, I'm just going to real quick over the edges too. Really don't want to get a whole bunch of this Mod Podge on my mat because, you know, that stuff dries real quickly. And this is the dishwasher safe one. So, all right, we've already got this one ready. So we'll go ahead and use this one. There we go. And I've got to work quickly. See if there's any lifting. Looks good. Okay, now I can go ahead. Well, I do have just a smidge here. I think got a smidge on this side. There we go. Flip this over. Make sure this area is dry. Okay. This time I'll add a little bit more on the corners there. I just love these little birds. I believe these are sandpipers. Oh my goodness, isn't this cute so far? All right, let's see. Hopefully I didn't do it too thick, because if I did, It will not push through. And oh, I did a good job. Okay, love it. All right, so all I got to do is my other side. So I'm loving that. And you know what? I'm going to leave this for now. And then I'm going to pull it back out. It did okay. Now, I do want to finish inking this first. Let me see if this is dry. And it is. All right, so I'm going to clean this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my stencil back in place. Okay, best as I can here. And this time I'm going to go ahead and push it down a little bit stronger there. And I'm going to grab my dauber. Oops. Okay. And I am using Simon Says Stamp's Rosy Cheeks, okay? And so I'm just going to go ahead and get this full of ink here. And I'm just going to start going everywhere except for the legs and the beak. So I'm starting off with my lightest color to do my ombre effect. All right. And if I do get some on the beak and stuff, that's okay because I'm using black to finish those off, the legs. Okay, so now I'm done with my rosy cheeks for the moment. Go ahead and change my little thing here. The next thing I'm going to use is, I think, let me try the, what is this, pink, Tim Holtz Pink Raspberry? Or should I do Festive Berry? Let's try Festive Berries. Let's see how that looks. I don't even know. Nope, I'm not going to use that at all. That is not what I'm trying to look for. This is like a red color. So I'm going to put this to the side real quick, and I'm going to go back in. I think I'm going to use the picked raspberries. I'm just going to lightly tap it. I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to leave a portion of this still that rosy cheeks, right? Okay, then I'm going to get a little heavier. Just keep tapping in that same area to make it darker and darker. Okay, I think I almost have the desired effect I want. And then I'm going to come back with the rosy cheeks just to kind of blend it in. Okay. Now we'll come back with our rosy cheeks. And cover this up so it doesn't dry out. Lately, my ink pads have been drying out really bad this year. There we go. Oh, let me just get that out of there. Okay, and then I come back in and just, I am blending in an upwards motion. Okay, and moving to a different spot, blending up, different spot, blending up, and the same thing. So I'm just going to keep blending up. And then now I can go ahead and get my black. Let me see if I have any here. I have the Brutus Monroe Gargoyle. So we'll see if this is still pretty inky. Sorry, I'm grabbing my little ink pad here. I have many, many of them. Okay, and then I'm just going to come back in here. And I'm holding it too, by the way. I'm just kind of rubbing that in, getting it a little bit darker. Whoops, whoa. I know it. Hold on, let me move this up a smidge. Just want to get the legs now. You don't like how that works. You know, you can always use your alcohol markers to fill in the rest, but I kind of like it where it looks like stamped ink, but that's just me. I like that light airbrush effect. There we go. It's looking good. Try to get it really dark down here. There. Okay, let's see how it looks. Oh my gosh, I love it, guys. Look at how cute that looks. Let's get a little closer. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and once again clean these off. I don't like to let anything sit on here too long or it will stain them. So actually I may be able to just use some rubbing alcohol that I have over here since it is not paint. Let me see if that'll work real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna stick that back in its little slot. Okay. I'm just going to use this little rubbing alcohol. Oh yeah, easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. Okay, come back in here, clean that up, and just keep working it. I don't know, guys. Maybe rubbing alcohol is not the way to go. Might just have to, earlier I just used regular soap and water, so I probably would go with that. It did get it off, but I don't like how it left that residue. I don't know why it did that. So I'll probably just go ahead and use my soap and water in just a minute. But anyway, we'll go ahead in the meantime, go ahead and use our Mod Podge again and add this to the back. And I can't believe I forgot my brush in the other room. We're just going to use our finger. I know, don't want to be messy, but we are going to do that. There we go. Good thing about this stuff is it's clear. Okay. Try to get it over here as well. There we go. All right. Now this time, because I do have this on here, I'm going to have to just use my hands in most of the areas, okay? Because I do not want to ruin my little flamingo. Okay. So let me go ahead and go around here as much as possible. Oops. Make sure we don't have any lifting here. I see a little smidge right here. And I'm going to push that in there. And wipe off any excess. Okay. There we go. Does that look okay right there? A little more. A little more. And look at how cute this turned out. Now, I'll probably come back once this is completely dry. I'm going to come back and probably add a little more distress look here to it. Let me go ahead and make sure I clean up. So you got to make sure you get that glue out of there or any excess paint, because it will prevent your piece from sliding through. All right, we will be right back. Guys, I just love how this turned out. I don't have it put together yet, but I'm going to show you in just a second. So again, this phone stand is the vintage wood phone. It is so cute. It also comes in acrylic as well. It is 4 by 8 inches, and it's actually just slightly under 8 inches. So your 6 by 8 paper pads by Simple Stories, or your 8 by 8 from Prima or Graphic 45 will fit perfectly on here. Not sure who else has, 8-inch paper. But anyway, also, I used a few of the bits and pieces, and it came with 58 pieces. So this is how it turned out. I absolutely love it. So again, I did use the Apple Barrel bottle white paint, just regular white paint. And then I went ahead and used some of my inks from Tim Holtz. And also, I think it was not Stampin' Up, but anyway, I think it just turned out so cute. I love the ombre effect. I did draw some little lines and, kind of like outline lines and things like that to kind of just make it pop a little bit and add a little bit more interest to it. I didn't use my Jelly Roll pen because I don't know if it's just me or whatever. I don't know if my pen is drying up, but it did not want to really draw on top of paint. So I did end up using a little paintbrush that I got on Amazon. It actually came in a little set, and they are for nail art. So if you want to check that out, I use the smallest one on here. I don't know if you can see that. It is so tiny, right? But, and I always keep these plastic things on here to keep them from bending, okay? Because it will happen. I've gone through many, many paintbrushes, but it is so easy. So all you do is you just slide this in here. And then I have my phone stand. Hold on. I absolutely love it. It is so stinking cute. Love, love, love. And the reason why I'm not gluing mine in is because, when I go to the Scrapbook Expo and I do some of the classes, and, I usually get a table with some of my friends. And so we kind of hang out there all day. I have a way to keep my phone up. And also if I go to any crops or anything like that, or if I go on vacation, I have something to, keep my phone in place. I love the fact that it has a little hole under here so that I can connect my charger and just tuck that underneath. And, that works for me. So anyway, I absolutely love how this turned out. Let's see the back real quick. Isn't that cute? I just love how it says I live in the sunshine, and because I do in Florida. And I love this little sentiment, a place of bliss, a region of supreme felicity or delight, hence a state of happiness. And then a day in the sun, because I always have a day in the sun here pretty much. And I just love these little sandpipers here and some of these shells with a little bit of the Florida map on here. So I think it turned out so stinking cute. I just love, love, love it. And this is going to be staying on my desk all the time. I might get a couple others of these so that I can kind of change them out with the season. So that would be fun too. But most of the time I'll probably have this one up because it is kind of like summer here year round. Now, don't forget, you will also need your 6x6 Flamingo Stencil. And you get a smaller one and a larger one. And it's just so stinking cute. For this one, I use a smaller one. Okay. You could probably do the bigger one, but I don't know if all the feet would fit in there. Let's see. Let's just double check. Why not, right? It would. It would. That's really cool. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. But I do like how I was able to add a few ephemera bits and pieces in here. But anyway, so, you know, it's up to you guys completely. And also, if you are not interested in the flamingos, they do have another one. Let me grab it real quick. Look at this. Isn't this cute with the little seahorse, the angelfish, the conch shell? Love, love, love it. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So anyway, guys, I will be seeing you all very soon. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Please visit Susan's store, Clear Scraps, and it's right here, www.clearscraps.com. And everything is made in the USA, guys. So definitely check them out, okay? And they're also at the scrapbook expos quite frequently. So I will be seeing you all soon again with another fun project for Clear Scraps. Thanks again, guys. I hope you all love this. Bye.